got the board right there if I need it. But I'm all likely, because I'm not even gonna use the board, but I'll show you how the board. Move it around. I ain't even gonna use the board, but I may go to it, because this ain't gonna be a live stream where I need the board. You heard? We're gonna get to some motion conversations. Yeah, the tickets is done. Tickets is done. People are hitting me up right now. My tickets are going, right? I said I'll jump up in here, do a quick live stream for y'all. Y'all see the mic, right? Switch it up a little bit today. Yeah, the fights will be on in a couple hours, right? Me and Coach Reed did a couple orders. I ran into all the Michaels. I'm gonna talk about that. But you see what my title says, man. Zip with the Drip has it on Smash right now, man. Not only does he have it on Smash, he got a lot of you industry dudes, you dudes that are supposed to have motion, moving how I got you guys moving in this boxing shit, right? Well, when you got real motion, and I'm gonna play some of his content, right? Like money, if you have money and influence, that doesn't unlame you. It doesn't unlame you. He said that about somebody, and I'm gonna play that content. But he was spot on. But that's in life general. A lot of the people that be in position, what we like to call gatekeepers, dry haters, it's because they have money. Then you have like the crabs. A crab is an individual, and I'm gonna touch on that. That just they're in the way. They are miserable with whatever life has dealt them, right? And they're just a crab. YouTube boxing consists of many crabs, crab groups, crab individuals, nothing going on. And look, a lot of times people be on here, and this is how they expose themselves. An individual that has things going on in life, emotion, you're not sitting around somebody or networking with somebody that's not doing nothing. Number one, if you are comfortable with networking or being in a company of individuals that aren't doing nothing constantly, day after day after day, that is a reflection on you and of you. Just hold on to that real quick, right? Appreciate that. 18 in the building. See how quick they made them leave? Because look at the setup. Of course they're going to get them up out of here, man. This is growth over here, man. Hold all calls, though, man. I'm not going to the fights. Listen, truth be told, when it comes to boxing events now, you see I made the post and the tickets went, right? I'm about making money. I went to enough fights. I marketed enough fights. I promoted enough fights. So now it's time for me to get paid for my marketing, for my promoting, for all these other things. So that's what I do. I will not be attending the fights, but I did sell some tickets to make me some money, right? But hopefully you guys that do go to the fights, enjoy it. If you're a content creator, get some content. Hopefully you get some interviews and you do what you do. But me, personally, I'm good. I'm about building my brand, building my network, which is this right here, and, building my companies up now, man. But by all means, if you sit online and you talk boxing, and you're in the New York area, Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, Jersey, Connecticut, go to the fights, man. Tickets are still available. It's an easy commute. By all means, go and support live boxing. Let's just make sure it's sounding good. By all means, go and support live boxing. Let's just make sure it's sounding good. Oh yeah, we looking real good. All right, let's get the StreamYard set up. Right, but Zip is killing the game. I'm gonna show you that. Right. All right, we ready to go now. Oh man, I'll bring this over here so that ain't in my way. Now I hit the road, right? Because what I've been noticing with the content creator, right? Sometimes you gotta fund your own missions, right? You gotta fund your own mission, and that's what I've been doing. Like I'm not gonna sit back and rely on the donations to the channel or people to support the wave, because this shit is all smoke and mirrors. If you're not supporting yourself and leading by example, it's not the vibe, man. There we go. Likes are free, man. That's the one thing that people should just really tap into. Hitting the like button. A like doesn't cost $1, man. But I get it. When you were so caught up on wanting to be a celebrity and looking for social media fame. Let's see which one is. How does this one sound? There we go. Before I do that, I think I might remix my Patrick Day video too, yeah. Just saying. right. Got the music sounding real smooth, right? Let's get started now. Yes, shout out to the people that's going to be watching the live stream. This is the Source Experience, the Motion Talk. Happy Saturday. Happy Father's Day weekend. It is fight date. It is fight date. Hula Theater. Hitchison Cambosis. Shakur Stevenson's young cousins on that card, as well as Andy Cruz, Pablo. A lot of fights on there. I don't know. Has it started yet? Has the fight started yet on Before the Bell? Not yet, right? It's only 3:30. Maybe, I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll look at that. But before we look at all of that, I want to touch on a guy that got the internet on fire, literally on fire, right? A lot of times we sit up here as bloggers and content creators, but mostly bloggers, because a lot of guys call themselves content creators, but are they making content, right? You define that in many different forms of fashion, right? But when we talk about internet motion, Zip with the Drip definitely has that right now. And you know when you have that, when you have guys who are in a position, right? They're in a position where they have more than you, or so it may seem, right? But people that have more than you that are hating on you. Now I had a sucker. That's what he is. And I get active, man. I had a sucker always attempting to hate on me, right? Because he's seeing the motion. But when you hate on people that are doing things that you are trying to do, not only do you block your own blessings, you don't go nowhere. You don't go nowhere, right? You don't go nowhere, man. And I got that with the boxing game, right? These guys were jealous and mad of the content that I was doing as media. I got out the way. Look, this is another fight week, right? Where I just sat back. I didn't go out, didn't get no events, no coverage, nothing. But yet I still put out content that is running laps and circles around all these boxing content creators. And why is that? Because I'm in my own lane. Yeah, I'm gonna play some of that before I even get started. Classic Richard Hitchens, right? That I remixed, put back out, right? Because one thing about receipts and real motion, you can't stop it. You can't, right? Even if you don't want to acknowledge it, you can't stop it, right? That's what I did with the Abdullah Mason videos, right? Now a lot of you guys are riding Abdullah Mason's wave. But truth be told, Richard Hitchenson's, right? Pay attention to this. I'm going to share this before I get on talking about Zip, right? These are receipts that you can't ignore. And the ones that choose to ignore it, you guys are what you are. I told you, the crab community. But these are receipts that you can never ignore. Never.
Welcome to The Ring. Today.
See what's going down. And I got my helper. Get a quick order, Al.
Abdullah Mason. Welcome to The Ring. Today, witness the rise of boxing's fiercest future champion.
You hear chins, right? After you hear chins, right?
You see my last name?
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Chins all day.
2019 to take over. That's right. You heard me? They're talking about the best prospect in boxing. I am the best prospect in boxing. The most outspoken, flashiest. I hit hard, fast. I got it all. Brooklyn strong. I'm the way the fans want to see. Trust me. When it's all said and done, I'm gonna be the one that's saying, yo, yeah, he the one that's on top of the whole cream. The whole crop, he's on top. I don't like to talk about it. Down cities.
Fire. Fire.
Been impressive. I'll say that. Been impressive. Very, very impressive. And I still haven't seen the best of me. I can't wait till I'm 15 and 13 and they put opponents in front of me that, you know, I can really show out. This fight, my opponent really supposed to be a veteran. He didn't want to fight. He was supposed to be out over 40 fights. We took the fight first hand. He said, let's do it. He done fought numerous 12 rounds, did a 4-4 world title, and this is only my 6th.
I'm gonna let him play one more time, man.
Welcome to the ring.
Let him play one more time.
Witness the rise of boxing's fiercest future champion.
You hit chins, right? After you hit chins, right? You see my last name? Right, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, man. 2019, it's 2025. Fast forward, he's a champion now, right? He's a champion. So when I come online and I pop my sources, this is why. Because I've been running circles around the boxing media game forever and a day. And now I'm into doing other things. And I think today really, God gave me a sign, right? Upon doing Instacart orders, I ran into the homie, Aulis Michaels. Aulis Michaels, the manager of Primo, another guy we could get to that has a lot of motion out here in these what's the name, right? He has a lot of motion. He's doing this thing on the internet, right? I ran into his manager doing an Instacart order. We exchanged numbers. He got a couple movies and stuff coming out. I said, yo, man, maybe I'll give my daughter the opportunity, right? Coach Reen is ready for the cameras, right? Lights, camera, action, right? But that's neither here nor there. But that was 2019, right? The hit chins. I said, yo, what you do? You hit chins, son? You hit chins? Richard Hitchison, he's headlining tonight, man. How's the content looking now, CW? Tell all of these fake fans, speak on emotion, man. You know why they can't speak on emotion? Because that's all they do. They sit around and they talk. Where are your receipts at, man? I sold my tickets to the fights. I don't want to go. I'm making money off of boxing now, man. I'm making money, man. I've been putting in work like this. Listen to what Richard Hitchison said. This was me putting in work. Putting in work.
All day. 2019 to take over. That's right. You heard me? They're talking about the best prospect in boxing. I am the best prospect in boxing. The most outspoken, flashiest. I hit hard.
Man, most outspoken. 2019, man. 2019. They wasn't ignoring. The emotion was too much for them. That's why, what do I say now for those that watch and check the content? I'll be like, you can't lie no more. You can't lie no more, man. And I put the Abdullah one out too again, man. Because Abdullah's about to be a champion, man. Abdullah's about to be a champion, man. I am the motion, God. And that's why I said I had to come on and talk about Zip with the Drip, because he has the motion right now. One thing about when you have real motion and God is with you, yo, they just look crazy when they try to act like you not that nigga, or you not really putting it on or putting it in. You just look weird, man. You look like these groups that link up and copy you, emulate you, but then don't want to acknowledge you. Man, you look weird, man. Like, yo, I'm going to play what Zip said, man. You niggas is lame. You can never unlame a lame. It don't matter who you get around, how much money you have, how many views you do. You're a lame. You're a weirdo, bro. You're a weirdo, man. Especially when you get in the way of motion. And that's what a lot of dudes try to do. Crash dummies, man. You just get in the way. But I get it though, because a lot of the people that you look up to, that you idol worship, that you program, that's what they are. Gatekeepers, dry haters, suckers, cowards. But this was 2019, man. Richard Hitchison was talking his sauce, man. Are y'all catching this content, man, before I get into this? This is boxing for y'all, man, because I'm a boxing channel that has expanded.
Fast, I got it all. Brooklyn strong. I'm the way fans want to see. Trust me. When it's all said and done, I'm gonna be the one that's saying, yo, yeah, he the one that's on top of the whole cream.
He said it. He was gonna be on top. He's on top tonight, man. He's on top. He's defending his IBF title. Right? Now, if he loses, he loses. But 2019, he said that he was going to be on top. And what is a world champion? Please, somebody talk, man. It's three of y'all in here. What's a world champion? A world champion is on top. So Richard Hitchison talked the talk, and now he walked the walk. He's defending his title tonight. And people were hitting up my line. I'm not going to the fights, y'all. I sold my last couple of tickets. Serious inquiries only. And look, I didn't even bother reaching out to some of the bums, the content bums that I know, like, nigga, you niggas is bums, man. You sit on the line, organize a live stream, right? Organize a fundraiser to get another ticket. Some of you niggas only go to a ticket if it's donated to you, right? Guess you thought I was gonna donate you my tickets. Nah, I'm making money. We're making money. You don't even have the money to purchase a ticket. You shouldn't even speak on boxing. If you don't have the money to purchase a ticket, shouldn't even speak on boxing, man. But the fights will be starting shortly. Let's see what time the actual what is that called? Before the bell? I think the before the bell might be starting. You know, Matchroom does that for free, right? They do that for free. Let's see what time that is starting.
See what's going on.
Let's see what time that is starting. Matchroom boxing. They do the before the bells, man. We'll look it up right now. 4:15. What time is it now? Oh, 3:39. So we got a little bit of time. Those fights will be on. I think Shakur's nephew may be fighting on before the bell. But 4:15. And this is probably what a lot of you YouTubers, you niggas that stream, that still streams, y'all definitely be tapped into this. And I'm pretty sure you don't have a DAZN app, and find some form of way to stream the fight. How is the content looking now, man? But yes, that was Richard Hitchison, man. I had to remix that one today. I was like, yo, the brother did it. That was 2019. He said he will be the cream of the crop. He is one of the creams of the crop. There are how many major belts, y'all? But I'm gonna have some fun. Since y'all not talking, if you're on the behind the scenes, right? Hold on, let me. All right, I'm gonna take the what's her name down, right? All right, I'm gonna take my what's her name down, right? I'm gonna have some fun now, right? I got time. I'm gonna take it down, right? Bang. Y'all see that the board is right here. Since y'all don't want to talk, I'll just do a free lecture. I'm gonna do a free lecture, right? Yo. Position the board right here, right? How many belts, major belts are there? 4, right? So that the piece that I just showed, Richard Hitchison said that he was the cream of the crop, right? The cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money, right? So if there's 4 major belts, right? IBF, WBA, WBC, WBO. The cream of the crop are the guys who have the IBF, WBA, WBC, and WBO. Richard Hitchison has this one right here. So in the IBF, he is what? The cream of the crop. So in 2019, when I said, yo, you hit chins, right? You hit chins, right, son? He said, you know my name. I will be the cream of the crop. He did that. Tonight he's defending that. So he was spot on accurate with his assessment and what he became. So his motion is valid. His motion is valid, right? And I say that to say this. When your motion is valid, regardless of how the people receive you or like you, they cannot deny your truths. That's his truths. He is the IBF champion. That means he reigns supreme with the IBF. Yeah, look, hold on, man. Matter of fact, I'll move the chair out the way and really do a lecture. Good. So that you guys can all see this, right? So I'm gonna go over here real quick, right? To another young man. That's what I want y'all to catch the source today. School is in session, man. How's the content looking? Right?
Abdullah Mason stays sharp, focused, ready to shine bright like a diamond. He does his talking with his hands.
Hey, I'm ready. We're gonna stay that way.
Definitely. Like I said, coming off that last performance, what can we expect from you this time around? Last time, man, you was sharp with the tools, man. You broke down a strong, gritty fighter with some impressive body punches and got the stoppage late. What can we expect Saturday night, man? Tomorrow night?
I'm gonna get in there and have fun. I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
If a stoppage come, that's what I'm gonna try to get, inshallah. And I'm gonna just go in there and do my job, like always.
Yeah.
Abdullah Mason stays sharp.
Going in, do his job. That was Abdullah Mason. Man. Mason Mall.
Me. Nice.
That was Abdullah. I want to show Abdullah once again, man. This is the sauce with the, let me get them all in here. The Mason Mall right here. Shout out to the Cleveland, Ohio's finest, the Mason brothers. First off, man, shout out to Abdullah Mason, man, coming off a sensational performance on that big card, that Devin Haney card. Now you're back, a little ways up the road, Toledo, but all in all, Ohio, man. Just describe what it feels like to be fighting, pretty much in your backyard, man.
Man, it's amazing. I'm looking forward to, my people coming out, watching me, and them having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you got a lot of high praise, man. Shakur Stevenson, one of your stablemates with Jay Prince Boxing speaks so highly on you. You have so many others speaking highly on you, saying that, you're the next one, man. What does that feel like being so...
Catch more exclusive moments.
Yes, the next one. See, a lot of times, classic work is never ignored, right? That's why vintage stamps can never be ignored, right? The next one, right? Abdullah Mason. What is he fighting next for? the WBO title. I told you guys this.
Join us to uncover
How long
tonight's
ago?
plan.
We can't be.
Join us to uncover future boxing star Abdullah
Future
Mason's
boxing
journey and
star.
motivation.
With Jay Prince Boxing speaks so highly on you. You have so many others speaking highly on you, saying that you're the next one, man. What does that feel like being so young and having guys that established like Shakur and speak highly on you?
If I feel like I'm doing the right thing, and I had the right people around me.
Yeah.
You just gotta stay focused and don't let it get too much.
Stop it. Having the right people around you. Staying for focus. Are y'all catching that source?
My head, I'm ready. We can stay that way.
Definitely. Like I said, coming off that last performance, what can we expect from you this time around? Last time, man, you was sharp with the tools, man. You broke down a strong, gritty fighter with some impressive body punches and got the stoppage late. What can we expect Saturday night, man? Tomorrow night?
I'm gonna get in there and have fun. I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
If stoppage come, that's what I'm gonna try to get in. So I'm gonna just go in there and do my job.
Do my job. Look.
And another thing, I always gotta commend you, man. I gotta say the sauce, man. The uniforms is always fly, man. Can we get a little preview how you gonna come out styling them all with colors, things of that nature? Because you be styling on them out there.
Y'all gonna see tomorrow.
Okay, definitely.
I'll let you know once this camera turn off.
Okay, definitely. And y'all, another thing I like to ask guys like you, right now it's a young kid, probably gonna be at the fight tomorrow.
That's his younger brother. That's why I spotlight him.
Definitely Cleveland kids, they look up to you, man. Tell them what it takes, man. The discipline, the sacrifices, the things you got to do to reach this level of, boxing.
Yeah, it take focus. The harder you work, the better results you get. So
Yeah.
just stay focused, man. Just work hard.
It takes focus, right? There's that F again, focus. The harder you work, the better your results. Now, the harder you work, the better your results. So you guys get upset with me when I come on here and I point out how a lot of these guys not only do not work hard, they don't even show up. So why would I want to build or be around people that don't show up? And when you don't show up and somebody that does show up, what do they say? Oh, you show out, you talk too much. No, you don't do nothing, right? You're not focused, right? You don't have the right people around you. I don't want to be around people like y'all. You see what I dropped this morning when it was me and my daughter? I said, yo, I'm kicking it in Starbucks, right? I was making a couple dollars, right? Why would I want to be around people that just sit around? But if you don't listen to me, listen to Abdullah. Heard what he said. Having the right people around you, right? Led to him now being the next one. He's fighting for the WBO title. How is the content looking now? Now that was enough boxing. I'm about to get off the boxing wave now. I just had to, touch on some of the boxing because this is a boxing channel. So hopefully y'all caught that. And now I'm going to get to Zip with the Drip, man. But I just wanted to show the level changing and the actual motion over here. But once again, shout out to Abdullah Mason and also Richard Hitchison, two guys that I have covered in the past that have gone on to accomplish many of the things that they spoke of, right? That they spoke of, and I was blessed to be a media company and have the receipts to show and now even present it to the board for the youth the ones coming up after them to understand what it takes, the discipline, the drive, the dedication. But how is the content looking now, yeah? How we looking, man? Don't look. All I ask is for now, look. That right there was a breakdown presentation. Hopefully you hit the like for that, man. Now you guys will sit around and, throw your money around, alleged, to niggas that's can't even scratch the surface of the source experience. Let's get over here to Zip with the Drip now, man. I like what Zip said here, right? Let me go over to my page. I do not own this content. I'm gonna put my disclaimer up first too. Let me get my disclaimer up. Let's get the disclaimer. Where's that disclaimer? All right. Where is the disclaimer? Yeah, let me tell you this before I get to Zip with the Drip. When you get locked in, tunnel vision on things that you're doing and accomplishing, not only will it expose the people that this right here, did I pull it up? Yeah, I think I threw it up right here. That are attempting to try to stop you, right? It exposes them, man. Right here, you see this right here when I posted? When you get locked in on your vision and your goals, right? It will expose all of the people that aren't for you, that have secretly been trying to undermine you and stop you, right? Once you start elevating, especially when you focus and lock in on your being, and that's what I did. I started blocking people out. Right? If I felt like your vibes and energy is off, people will tell you right now, I don't even answer my phone for people. You gotta text me. If we're not in business or we're doing business and you're calling me, text me. Or I don't really need to talk to a lot of people anymore, man. I don't. Cause like I said, a lot of people are just calling you, especially once they see this right here start going on with you. When God starts to elevate you, they're just calling you to be nosy. And some of these people probably even been the ones secretly behind the scenes trying to undermine you. Hopefully y'all are catching these life lessons, man. How is the content looking now, right? How's the content looking now, man? Well, let's pull up my Zip with the Drip presentation, right? Because this live is really about Zip with the Drip and all of this motion that this brother has right now. And how he's really just, on the couch. Everybody talks about his couch, but he's on the couch killing all of y'all. Guys that are supposed to be ill, guys that are supposed to have money, guys that are supposed to be official. He's making y'all look crazy, and you can't even hide it, man. Y'all can't even hide it, man. Man, this was hilarious. Now look, he said the Rainbow Rangers. Yeah, I would stop it and go, man.
At Byberg, we've done the homework so you don't overpay for business insurance. In fact, you can save up to 20%. So you can put.
The views and opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat and believes it's a pit bull, so around here we refer to it as pit cat. In this video, we're going to be talking about how money can't unlame a lane. The topic of discussion is the
Yo, damn. Right there, that was fire. That right there, he set the tone with that, man. Money can't unlame a lane. That's life, man. Money can't, status, street credibility, anything. If you are a sucker, a lame, that's on your jacket. And that's why I always tell people, being a street nigga doesn't make you cool. Being a gangster doesn't make you cool. Having money doesn't make you cool. Right? If you're either cool or cool, man, you're official. Right? But damn, he came out the gate. He was letting the rounds fly right there. Money does not unlame a lame, man.
2025 version of Pee Wee Herman. Call yourself Five Mics. Before we get into the video, I'm gonna need you to start off on the like, subscribe, hit the bell icon.
Yo, stop it again, man. Damn, he's throwing darts. Yo, he's throwing darts. Now, this might be, for some of y'all might not care relate to that, depending on your age bracket or, you know, where you are at in life as far as where you grew up at and, you know, the characters. But Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee's Playhouse, if you are 80s baby, you know about Pee Wee Herman. But he said he was the 2025. Yo, Pee Wee Herman, man. He's letting them go, man. He got a full clip, man. He's firing them off, man.
Be notified when I drop these videos. I'm like, alright, so boom, check it. The other day, I was on live, and I mentioned being at a K Slay event, or an event held in K Slay's honor, and I mentioned seeing the dude Five Mics. I'm saying he be hard to miss. When you see him, like you might see him outside, he's mad tall, no hair on his face, and he might look like a pack of Skittles or a pack of Lifesaver gummies.
Yeah, he's going ham on them, right? Well, let me just give y'all a little background. So, you know, Zip got the motion, like I told you, he got the internet on fire. So he had a run-in with the Terror Squad and a couple of the guys from the Terror Squad. I talked about that a little bit. I didn't go really too much into it because that's their issue. But he's basically breaking down the last time he was with them. And he said that this guy right here, who we refer to as Pee Wee Herman and the Skittles and all that, seen him, right? He's seen him, right? And, you know, he was like, yo, I was dolo solo, whatever. Now, you're going to see the video that Five Mics put out. This is what got them in awe. But like I said, when you got motion, this comes with it, man, for Zip. You know, guys are going to, you know, do what they do.
Or, you know, something like a member of the coalition, a grown-ass man who deliberately was shaving all the hair off his face and then run around with pink and purple and all kinds of funny colors on and all of that, you heard? Yeah, this is how you give it up. I seen this. He wasn't harvesting. That's how he be outside. I don't really remember if he had one of them weird outfits on that day. But I saw the nigga, you heard? So, in my video, I said, yo, I saw Five Mics. He saw me. I was dolo. I'm gonna let you listen to his response to
This is where it goes
I
left.
saw Five Mics ask him, I was dolo. Listen to his response. And I just want y'all to know, like, go in the comment section, let me know. Was this response even warranted, or is this nigga?
Yeah, look, he's absolutely right. Hold on, I'm gonna let it play one more time. I'm gonna say this. He is clout chasing. You're right, Zip. That's why I did the reaction. He's clout chasing. And I'm gonna show you why he's clout chasing.
Hey, let me let you listen to it. Something about they ran down on the Zip. And ain't nobody run down on me, bro. I ain't even directed y'all to none of the videos and none of that. Talking about they ran down on me at the K Slay block. Whenever K Slay got his block, that's the last time I've been around the Terror Squad thing, but respectfully, ran down on me. When? Ask Five Mics. 5 Mike. Let's get to that. I was Dolo. Ask 5 Mike. I pulled up to
Exactly, man. Hold up, yo. Zip with the drip is a lying bastard, man. Go zip with the drip, man. Word on the side. No, seriously, because I guess you about to find out. Listen, bro. I'm gonna find out right now if you're real. Because we're gonna know if you're lying or not. Me and you both know who's lying now. But we're gonna find out right now. When I got out the car, zip with the drip, the first voice I heard when I stepped out the car, I came slave joint. And I was looking for my TS. And another thing, you didn't have beef with nobody. So there's no reason for nobody to slap the fire out you, nigga. There's no reason for somebody to palm your face. Because you didn't have beef with nobody. Alright? I hop out the car and I heard, yo, I know it's not my son, 5 Mics. Mics, I ain't know you was that tall in real life, son. That's what you said to me, my nigga. You didn't say anything tough. I know I slapped the nigga 5. I turned around, everybody know your boy. I said, oh shit, zip with the drip. Then I walked over to you like a gentleman, gave you my hand, gave me a pound, put my other hand on your arm, and I said, yo, good to see you outside. A lot of these bloggers be outside. And that was it. When you're talking, for you to think that you could do some talking and speak my name like you some big homie, Team Q was paying homage to you, you're on that. You must do real cocaine, my nigga. And third of all, yo, I get it with the content creators, but y'all niggas really creating content. Yeah, we break it down. You content creator and don't talk about money. Do not bring up money. That's one thing. Don't count on $1,000 when you come back video. Don't even bring up money, nigga. Seriously. You content creators are saying that y'all getting money and this and that, but y'all only creating content, attacking, and...
All right. Zip was spot on, right? Check the vibes. That's why he said money can't unlame a lane, right? All Zip said, right? And I'm not defending Zip, but I get where he's coming from. You got emotion. They're gonna come at you like this now, man. You the hottest thing on this internet. But all he said in his video was, I was Dolo solo, X 5 Mics. He didn't go off and say, yo, he was extra tough. None of that. So for 5 Mics to say what he just said, right, about, you know, Zip not being like that, if you're a real nigga, and this, that, and the third, it's like, dog, he really didn't put you out there for you to even come at him like that. He just said you seen him, that he was by himself. That's all he said. But you just, I don't know, this is why I say the internet is crazy. So I get why now he's fronting on you, right? I get it, I see. Because he just basically said that you seen him there by himself. He didn't say that he was extra super tough. He just said, X 5 Mics. 5 Mics seen me by myself. But you just took it left. Maybe, like I said, you said you was looking for your terror squad nigga, so maybe you are, you know, he was getting that terror squad, so maybe you're just trying to show your allegiance to terror squad, which I get, you know, it is what it is. You gotta support your peoples. But I feel what Zip was saying as far as, did that warrant that response? What do y'all think, man? For those of y'all that's watching, this is gonna watch it. What do y'all think, man? Put it in the chat, man.
Nigga said I'm a lying ass bastard.
Word.
He said, yo, this nigga's a lying ass bastard. He then proceeded to say, they shook my hand, told me, yo, it's good to see you bloggers outside, blah, 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 blah. Well, law, none of that happened. I don't touch that nigga hand. I don't be shaking niggas' hands in these streets, man. That's a fact. I don't get close enough to niggas for a nigga to stall on me or none of that. I don't be shaking niggas' hands out here in these streets. Nigga lying.
Man, that's crazy.
Why you lying? I said I saw you, I was by myself. That's it.
Facts.
You want to be a lying ass bastard and then proceed to say when you
Yo, he did. Yo, he did. Did y'all catch that? Yo, he really did. He said the man was a lying ass bastard. Because yo, see me, you see how I go to the board, man. So I take notes, man. I be paying attention. I'm like, yo, he ain't fronting, man. He didn't say no crazy shit like, yo, I was dolo, I was about to get it on with blase blah. All he said was, yo, I was dolo. Ask him, he seen me by myself. But my man did a video to that reaction. Not only did he discredit him, he just really want to laugh. So I get it though. Like I said, Zip is hot out here in the urban blogging streets, on his couch, off the couch.
You turned around, you saw me, oh, Zip with the drip. Like, you know who I am and all of that. You acting like you don't know what time it is. Like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? You just said that out of your mouth. I'm not making this up. I never would have in my life would have looked up and said, oh, yo, I didn't know you was that tall in real life. You was a cartoon character, homie. That's why you be coming outside with hot pink, purple, lime green, and sky blue, all of that shit on at the same time. You dying for attention. You lucked up and got a couple dollars, and now you paying to get in the rooms, homie. Rooms they would never let you in. You a cartoon character.
Damn, I gotta stop it there. Yo, listen, that's the game, man. I know that from the boxing industry. He said this nigga is paying to get in the room. That's a lot. That's the industry period. It'd be a lot of dudes paying or getting put. You hear me talk about that all the time. Yeah, they putting you in position. I took my position. I made my position. That's why I started my live off the way I did and showed some classic work with champions and future champions. That was me putting myself in position. But a lot of people, he's spot on. Not only do they pay, they are put in position just because of relationships. Or shout out to my man CW. I don't know if you're still watching CW, but like the video that you sent to me that I made a video of with Suge Knight, you guys are just liked. You're not respected. So when you're not respected and you're just liked, yeah, people will do things for you because they like you, right? Because they like you. But they don't respect you. That's why, if you notice, a lot of these people that they put in position, and you always hear me talk about this, where's your merchandise? Where's your real buzz? Oh, you don't have that because you're put in position. You're paying for your slot. I get it. You're paying for your emotion, but listen to the breakdown. Facts.
They never let you in these rooms had you not got your hands on that money. You don't understand that about yourself, son? You don't understand that everybody is laughing at you, bro? You don't understand that, bro? You talking about, yo, you content creators ain't really making content. Your name is 5 Mics and you can't rap. Nobody knows you. None of your music is selling. Nobody listens to your music. If your music is ever on the radio, you are paying to get the music played on the radio, homie. Nobody ever call in and request to hear a 5 Mic song, bro.
Damn.
I'm way better.
I told you he was dumping rounds. Damn. Yeah, he's dumping rounds right now. And I'm not mad at him, man, because I feel like that video that 5 Mics put out, this is just him reacting. This is just him reacting to something that was said about him. Right? You're a lying ass bastard. He said he was a lying ass bastard. All the man said was that you see him. But that warranted the reaction from you?
At content creating than you is at rapping. And I'm better at rapping than you too. Let's get that. You don't make content as good as I make content, and you don't rap as good as me either. You can't fuck with me. You lucked up and got some money, and now you think you the shit. But money don't unlame a lame. Everybody that watch you know you a lame, homie. You a lame nigga that cut all the hair off your face deliberately and run around like you got the. I don't know what that germ is that people have when they don't got no hair on their body and all of that. But that's how you running around in these streets, homie. On purpose. You can grow hair. We can see the shadow. We can see the shadow on your face, so you deliberately shave all the hair off of your face like a tree jumper, and then come outside looking like a lightsaber gun. Then come outside looking like a pack of Skittles.
Oh, man.
Come on. Where they do that at? You a disgusting look for New York. That's why you don't got no motion. You a disgusting look for New York. these niggas for these features.
Damn. Oh. And, yeah, listen. He said he don't have no motion, man. See? Money doesn't give you motion. Clicking up with niggas don't give you motion. You know what gives you motion? God. And that's why when you have real motion, regardless of how people want to receive you, accept you, they cannot deny it. They cannot deny it, man. They cannot deny the motion at all. Yo, Rain, what are you doing, man? See, this is why you can't bring your kids to work. They be on goofball time, right? But it is what it is, man. Zip, you are spot on, man. Continue cooking, brother. Continue cooking.
Ain't nobody calling you for a feature. Ain't nobody saying your 5 mics come get on this. Who album is you on? Who album is you on, 5 mics? Let's get to that. Your name is 5 mics, you ain't on nobody's album. How your name 5 mics, you ain't on nobody's album? But mad niggas be on your projects though, cause you be paying them. You got that money, you lucked up. How you did? Shout out to you, bro. You did money is money. I don't care how they got it. You got it, but you lucked up and got it. Other than that, you wasn't doing nothing out here, homie. You was an unknown nigga out here, a basketball playing ass nigga for that mistake.
Yeah, he's going ham, right? Yeah, he's going ham on him, right? But that's what happens, man. I'm just gonna throw this in niggas' faces, right? When niggas is unknown and you pop your shit and they know they can't. Listen, you're unknown. That damn. See, that's what happens to a lot of these gatekeeper, dry hating type niggas. And I'm not saying that 5 mics is like that, but you know, when you really not that, right? When you really not that, and then you get a bag, or you get a little bit of exposure or clout, it might do something to you. But he's basically saying that bro has no emotion, he was unknown, and you know, damn. Listen, his response, how he got at Zip, what he said about Zip is warranted this, man. It warranted this, man. Zip is not wrong. Zip is not wrong for getting at him the way he got at him, man. He is not wrong, man, and I don't fault him. By no means do I fault him, because the way 5 mics, the way the guy 5 mics did his reaction video, calling him a lying ass bastard, right? He called that man a lying ass bastard, and all he said was that you seen him. You seen him. He didn't go crazy and say, yo, I was about to get it on.
Man, you was not the same kind of nigga out here. You just told the story a lot. You the one that got on here and started lying, talking about I shook your hand, I said what up to you, you said what up back, and that was that. I ain't say my son 5 mics, you capping. I jumped out of Uber, homie. You was already standing on the sidewalk. I jumped out of Uber. You looked at me. I looked at you.
Yo, he may be all the way keeping it tall, right? Look how he kept it 100. Yo, he didn't say he jumped out no big whip. He's not fronting. He said he jumped out of Uber, man. But they trying to kill the feed. Yeah, they trying to kill the feed, man. Yeah, he said he jumped out of Uber. He's not even trying to front and say, yo, I jumped out the big boy, yada, yada. No.
That's why I was like, what up? You was like, yo, what up? And that's that. We ain't say another word to each other, homie. That's that. All I was telling people is that I was by myself when I saw you. And then you get on here and start name calling me a lying ass bastard, talking about niggas smacking me. Niggas never did no shit like that to me in my life, nigga. Niggas never did no shit like that to me in my life. And unless you trying to die, nigga, you would never do no shit like that to me neither. Let's get to that. Hey, yo, baby. How How your men come outside looking like this? The neon gummies. How you come outside looking like the neon gummies, man? Somebody got to explain this, because when I put that shit up about West Side Gun, y'all was talking that, oh, they from Buffalo. They ain't from New York City shit. That's what y'all was saying. This nigga from New York City, man. He popping out looking like the
Yeah, that's why he did that. See? Shout out to Zip for throwing that up in there at the end, right? He really secretly wanted to get at you from that video. When you said that about him, that was an old video. But that's what that really was about. He had the opportunity, because you said his name, that he seen you. But he probably always had that in him from the time when you did that video, that reaction to him. But how is the content looking? How is the content looking, y'all? We just a light cook. You know, we expanded on the content, man. Oh, the behind the what's the name, I think has started, man. Matchroom, the fights is on right now, man. So you content boxing guys that aren't gonna attend the fight, the local fights in New York. But you have a boxing platform. But you don't go to no fights. It's about to start for y'all right here.
I ain't like all these other fighters. These fighters stay quiet, they humble, they don't talk. The people don't want to see that. They want to see charisma. They want to see shit talking. They want to see a motherfucker that can talk their shit and back it up. And listen, when you watching Hitchens, you watching must-see TV. Listen, June 14th, baby, is around the corner. We getting ready, baby. Matter of fact, what the fuck am I talking about? We've been ready. We stay ready.
Man, he's selling the fight, man. That is Africa, Richard Hitchens. Selling the fight, man. He's ready. This is his night, man. But shout out to him, his team. He made it. He definitely made it. I showed the video with 2019. He said it was going to happen, and it happened for him. It happened for him. But this is the Source Experience, man. The news by Shy News, man. How is the content looking now, man? You know, shout out to all the dads out there. Hopefully y'all did your thing. Yeah, I told y'all to hit me up. I had tickets, man. My tickets are gone. I'm not attending the fights tonight. Like I'm not really big in attending fights like that anymore, man. I don't know what people don't get. Like I'm about expanding now, man. You know how many fights that I went to starting my company up, covering boxing from Jackal Fitness days? I've been to, how many fights have I been to on some executive type level for y'all, man? Like, you know, like I've been actually working fights and working events. So I like enjoying the fights now from my home, like a lot of you content creators do, right? You boxing content, you don't even go to fights, man. I like watching them at the crib, man. Ordering some wings and just chilling, right? I might even do that next week. And look, Jahad Tucker's fighting next week. I don't even think I'm gonna go to Jersey. I was thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I'm at a level in the game right now where going to get boxing content, because that's what I would be doing. Going to get content, shooting the weigh-in, covering a press conference, things like that. But when I look at what I'm doing now, what I'm growing, right? I'm like, that's a backwards move for me, right? To go and cover a fight, right? And get content, whether it's shooting a weigh-in, photography, or, you know, just getting behind the scenes boxing content. I have done that already. I have a whole catalog of that. So in a sense, that is me repeating moves, right? when you look at the content creators that you guys support allegedly on the internet, they still on hitting gears, and you support that. So when I say that YouTube boxing is a cesspool of jealous fans, crab in a barrel type of individuals that support no motion and try to downplay real motion, but then they try to copy what you do. And if they are one of the few, the proud, that are put in position, there's high fives for it. It's always making moves, when in a sense, he's not doing nothing in reality that's elevating him in the game. Hopefully y'all caught that and that makes sense, man. But yes, I'm about to get up out of here. I gotta find Coach Reem. Yeah, I hit the hour mark. I came. I made my goal, man. I wanted to get an hour in between doing a little Instacart, right? I really want to go get something to eat. I'm hungry, man. I think I might go get some halal food, man. It's a halal-like type of day for me, man. It's raining, you know. Go get me some halal. I don't really want to eat too heavy. I want to just kick back, watch the fights, maybe edit some more videos, put some more content out. Make them keep trying to shadow ban my shit now, man. That's what I'm more like, yo. Just keep trying to shadow ban my shit. But listen, the younger guys that's coming up now, from the Abdullahs to all these, Hitchens. Happy birthday, shout out to Gary Antoine Russell. Polo's birthday today, the Mambo. So, yo, my catalog is filled with all of these guys, man. The groundwork. The media groundwork, man, that you guys called yourself ignoring. Now the catalog is filled with that, man. And now, like I said, I'm outside, I've been outside, and I have the production to match it. And I have the setup now, man. Look at my setup, man. Humble beginnings, man. You see how big this room is, right? I stay in these big rooms now, man. I stay in these big rooms. Look, show y'all something. I'm gonna put my feet up. Y'all catch that right there? Look. Put my feet up, man. I went to the board earlier. I did the board breakdown, man. Put my feet up, man. All right? But how is the content looking now, man? How's the setup, man? Like I said, shout out to CW. CW commented. The rest of y'all was in here in the bushes in disgust. In disgust. Right? Hopefully you can hit the like button, man. If you didn't hit the like button, you know my saying, you do have options. You don't even need to be over here. You don't even need to be over here, man. Right? Because I told you I was going to do it without you. And if I have not done it, and I want to, Father's Day weekend, man, teach the babies, right? Teach the babies. Right? That's what I've been doing, man. Teaching the babies, right? And look at my daughter. I want to show you something, man. Right? If she doesn't even come to the gym all the time, she's lazy. Well, I'm not even going to call her lazy. She's living her life. I don't force the gym on them. Right? I do not force the gym on them. But man, my daughter got hands too. All right? Hands runs in the family over here. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, teach the babies. Yeah. She's trying to rock and roll. She got it too. There you go. She had it. Look, she had it. You teach the babies, man. Teach the babies, man. Happy Father's Day weekend, man. Hopefully all the fathers are teaching their children, guiding their children, right? Man, that's a Father's Day gift right there, right? Can y'all relate to that right there? That's a Father's Day gift right there. Man, she said, I want to try. That is a Father's Day gift right there, man. But this is the Sauce Experience. You know, shout out to Zip with the drip. Keep stepping on them. You know, you got the game on smash. These guys know it. They're insecure. They're what I classify as jealous fans, man. That's one thing. When you're jealous, you don't get that off your jacket, man. You can't hide that shit, man. You can't, man. You need to just pack it up, man. But Zip, you got the most motion sitting on your couch. They can't hide you no more. They can't deny you, man. Sitting on your couch, man. But hopefully y'all caught this sauce and y'all dug it. I'm about to run up out here, go get me some halal food, man. Maybe go hit Halal Bros up, man. Maybe even look, if some liquor store orders come through, I might do some liquor store orders. I don't think I'm gonna run up in the stores anymore. I did Gala food, right? I did Gala, BJ's, because that's when I ran into Arliss Michaels. I delivered the BJ's orders. Shout out to Arliss Michaels. I'm gonna hit him up, man. Try to get my daughter in some things. And see, it's a small world. Speaking of Arliss Michaels, I'm gonna show you who that is. I spoke about him earlier. The Professional. Y'all remember the YouTube series, The Professional? Right? Y'all remember this right here? He said he got a movie coming out though, man. A lot of his cast members started getting locked up. They started getting locked up, man. You know, he's a Brooklyn guy out here on the island with a lot of family. He manages Primo. Primo's another dude that is hot. Has the internet just talking. But Arliss Michaels has mad motion. Right? This is Arliss Michaels right here. Right? Now, when you look at the YouTube channel, it don't look like much. That's why I try to tell you, right? All you niggas that be on here judging people off of YouTube views and all that. Look, when you pull up his YouTube channel, you're like, man, that's all he got? Nah. Right? Remember his videos, The Professional, right? He got a movie coming up. But he had one of the hottest web series. Right? He had one of the hottest web series. And like I said, we know a lot of the same people. See, this is The Professional right here. I remember dope series, man. A lot of these guys started getting locked up. But look, 9 years ago, look at the views. Almost 500,000 views, man. He was killing YouTube damn near a decade ago, man. Ran into this good brother, right? Got his number, talked to him. He got movies coming out. I'm gonna get my daughter in one of his movies, watch. Right? Instacart. Yo, Instacart. Ran into him doing Instacart. For those of y'all that be like, and look, you niggas sit online networking. Don't run into nobody. That's why I don't waste my time dealing with a lot of y'all on the internet, because y'all are internet jealous fans. Y'all are internet jealous fans, man, that just sit in the bushes. Yeah, this is his catalog, man. Heavy. Heavy, man. Heavy. Like I said, he manages Primo right now. Primo's another dude, Crazy Motion. Very controversial guy. Crazy Motion. But he knew my man Jermaine. Jermaine was helping to move Jihad Tucker as well. And it was a small world, right? I was talking to him about Jihad. He was like, oh yeah, I know him right over here. I was like, yeah. It was just, run into people, man. You gotta be outside though. See, if you're not outside, you just sit online. That's why I don't really, what is my saying online when it comes to a lot of you guys? Serious inquiries only, man. What's the business, man? Shoot me a text, man. I don't pick up the phone no more for a lot of people, man. It's just me. Shoot me a text, man. What's the business, man? I have a legit LLC now, man. So the people that I'm talking to is LLC business, man. A lot of y'all, like I said, sat on the internet, and with my serious media business, you secretly talked about me. You were jealous, but look, as you can see, I got merchandise, still growing. I'm waiting for you guys to catch up. Get out your feelings, get out the hate, man. But how is the content looking now, man? How about the views, man? How about the views, man? Hopefully you guys go to the fights, man. Like I said, I had a couple tickets there going. I would have reached out to some of y'all, but I know you niggas don't have no increments. Look, you don't have no funds. You're not making no money. You're not generating no money. Maybe you do need to do some Instacart so you can get to making some of this, right? So you can get to making some of this, man. Because a lot of y'all sit around on the internet and act like you get into this, but don't carry it like you get into it. Did y'all catch that, man? Because when you get in it and you're not a gatekeeper or a dry hater, a lot of times you're reaching back or networking or putting out plays for people to, catch the wave. But I noticed that years ago with this YouTube, I was like, nah, this isn't the wave, man. It's a lot of crab in the buckets, man. So, me, I just come on and pop it now, man. But this is the Sauce Experience. Look at my setup, man. Show the behind the scenes views, right? Dope setup, right? Y'all see it, man? It stretches out in here, man. Look, I can have the guest over here. Look, I got the chairs. There's the board right there, right? Nice setup, right? Nice setup, man. Nice setup, man. But yeah, you do have options, man. I mean, how is the content looking now, man? How are we looking now, man? See, they don't talk about the growth, man. They don't talk about the growth, man. You know why? Because when you do something and they secretly been trying to stop you or block you, and as you just continue to keep growing in front of their faces, man, they be fucked up.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LA as well. Simplified, salute.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumukela. I'm a Top Rank Knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
Nice microphone.